All right, I'm opening with a poem this morning. Make the Ordinary Come Alive by William Martin. Do not ask your children to strive for extraordinary lives. Such striving may seem admirable, but it's the way of foolishness. Help them instead to find the wonder and the marvel of an ordinary life. Show them the joy of tasting tomatoes, apples, and pears. Show them how to cry when pets and people die. Show them the infinite pleasure in the touch of a hand. And make the ordinary come alive for them. The extraordinary will take care of itself. So this week is Mudita week, joy. And this poem points out several interesting and wise points. Do not ask your children to strive for extraordinary lives. Help them to instead find the wonder and the marvel of an ordinary life. And the extraordinary will take care of itself. That's wise words. But for today, I want to zero in on the second point that he made. Help them instead find the wonder and the marvel of an ordinary life. Because this is not only what we need to teach our children, this is what we need to teach ourselves as adults. We need to remember this. We need to see for ourselves how ordinary, mundane moments can spark our joy. Ordinary moments like receiving a hug from a friend, sharing the laugh or smile with someone, reading a good book or listening to music, smelling the freshness of spring in the air after a long winter, feeling a child's hand slip into ours as we walk down the street, feeling the warmth of a warm drink on a rainy afternoon, or the feel of soil between our hands as we're planting in the garden, feeling the cool breeze on our skin on a hot night, and hearing songbirds. They're simple moments, but pleasurable, full of joy if they're seen. The poem's examples are: show them the joy of tasting tomatoes, apples, and pears, fruits of the earth, ordinary delights that are available to us if our senses are awake enough to notice and receive their splendor. The joy of being born human, and if we're lucky, with 6 working senses: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, heart, mind. How else can we appreciate the flavor of our favorite food? How else can we savor the flavor of Mother Nature's very own fruit? For those of you who've had this experience, maybe you remember the taste of your neighbor's tomato fresh from their garden, or picked an apple from an apple tree, or gone to a farm stand and ate one fresh. How did it taste? Or can you imagine the joy of walking around or biking and happening upon a wild blueberry bush right there? and the berries are ripe for your picking, right? Oh, yes, what a delight. What a delight. You never know what's going to come your way. And by the way, did I mention that none of us had anything to do with the body's sensing instructions? None. No, nothing. Nope. So let's not rag on it. Let's appreciate whatever senses are working, to whatever degree they're working. Let's be grateful. Why not? Granted, the joy coming from this reflection is not flashy, but it's ground zero of basic awareness. It's within our reach. Holy smokes, I'm human with all of these abilities that help me to perceive and enjoy, to feel joy in and with the world. Pretty good. Now, speaking of pears, Bill and I love a good pear, but our recent batch has been amazing. I don't know why. Crisp, hard, not sweet, perfectamundo to moi. Yes, you know, I know this from within my own experience. I know the experience of the joy of eating a good pear, noticed, received, and savored. We come to know ourselves and the world through these sense organs. Let's not rag on the body. Let's appreciate all that it does and it can do for us and savor the joys. Often we don't notice our sense abilities and capacities until they degrade enough to affect our functioning, right? Up until then, many of us function well enough without even thinking about them. Or we can pretend or defend, dismiss, deny their decline. But once we lose our vision and hearing enough to impact the world, to impact our world, well, we often don't pay attention enough to notice. And therefore, we don't care and we don't appreciate what is already here until it's gone. It starts to go. So let's raise the bar of refining attention and notice and appreciate what is here now. Right? What is here now? We're all like shooting stars. Let's appreciate the shooting star as it tracks across the sky. Appreciate this body while it is here. Through it, many of the joys can be sensed and appreciated because you and me are living miracles. Being born human is a boon for us. Our elaborate sensing system that accommodates as needed, and it allows the heart mind to notice, feel, appreciate, and savor the experience of wholesome and harmless joy. No harm is being done when we just kind of sit back and appreciate the cup of tea we're having. But we can really drink that joy in, literally. It's not flashy, but it's true and it's available to all of us every day. And another line from the poem, he says that the next highlight, he says, is show them how to cry when pets and people die. I love that alliteration too. Show them how to cry when pets and people die. Oh, this is so important for us. We humans to fully feel the pain and the separation and loss, it's important for us to do this because this is how it is. These are the conditions we live in, birth and death. And allowing ourselves to feel whatever emotions are here is, again, a special skill of our humanness. We feel deeply, and we are able to remember, to recollect on command. And that part is also important. Because grief is an expression of love lost, gone from our world. But the heart mind's ability to feel loss while it also is able to hold the wholeness of the relationship, allows the grief to be bearable. Because it wasn't all sadness, it was joy and sorrow. Because joy and sorrow live side by side here on planet Earth. Grieving our dead and our losses, human and otherwise, it illuminates by contrast all that is good, all that is beautiful, all that is alive and here right now. It does that too. And it binds us together. It binds our hearts together, heart to heart, human to human, to animal, to plant, to planet. Grief can also bring the unexpected joy of good friends and honest sharing. I work with somebody who, she just celebrated her husband's year anniversary from his death. And a few friends came over and they shared stories of him. And being around the joy of the stories was enough for her to hold the grief that was present. Both are there and they're needed to show each other off. Grief brings grief's opposite, the unabashed joys that were here or are here, that have been offered, received, and shared in a relationship. And the last example in the poem was, show them the infinite pleasure in the touch of a hand. Oh. It's saying, see and feel the pleasure derived from human touch. I'd like to ask you to, for a moment, just close your eyes. Everyone, close your eyes. And imagine into some beloved other very gently brushing hair off of your forehead. Very tenderly. All right, now let that go and then keep your eyes closed. Now, one more time, with eyes closed, imagine into the ordinary task of washing your hands. Now, if you would, and if you feel comfortable, everybody's eyes are closed. Right now, pick your hands up and rub them together as if you're washing them. But I'd like you to go slower because we don't have the lubricant of water. So wash the hands very slowly. And notice how one hand is washing over the whole surface of the other. One hand is washing the other. Feel. All right, now just gently put your hands down when you're done and sense that this washing of hands, this is an act of kindness. And this is a beautiful gesture for us to remember just the simplicity of the human touch, of touching ourselves lovingly. We don't have to scrub. We have to just do our fingers. We actually can take our time and wash the whole hand lovingly. Why not? Why not? Enjoy the sensory pleasures of delight and delight in human touch, our own. Why not? Touch can be so pleasing for us and so healing. Sometimes when we're having a hard time, some of us might appreciate the touch of a hug from a friend or their hand on our shoulder. Or we might even appreciate our own hand coming across our chest to hold ourselves kindly or to hold our hearts. And this touch helps us to remember back into our humanness, like, oh my goodness, touching this. It is a marvel that without words, heart connection can be made. And isn't it a wonder and a marvel, a joy to feel and receive the gentle assurance a touch can bring? There's so many different ways. Wonder and marvel of our ordinary life. We don't need more things, more possessions, or better careers to bring joy. We don't need fancy vacations. No, no. These are not lasting joys. Notice the joys that are already here. These human bodies are amazing with their six senses. Sure, it seems so basic till we get sick and we can't eat or taste or have no appetite. What now? Notice the joy of eating and appreciating how amazing this body is right now. Notice before it's gone. Notice that we can eat and we can experience and sense and enjoy food and tasting. Won't always be so, but it is today. And we can experience the joy of that. Let's appreciate the joy and the miraculousness of this human body right now, however perfectly imperfect it is. Right now. All kinds of joys are within our reach. Our job is to notice and appreciate them, to enjoy these bodies while they're here. This is how joy grows inside. So let's practice noticing, feeling, and experiencing this kind of joy that is already here. We can do this. It's for our welfare and the welfare of all the beings that we encounter. Thank you for your kind attention. All right, everyone. If you will, take your kind eyes and your warm hearts and bring your attention to the body and gently open it up. Make as much room as the body needs to breathe fully and freely and deeply. Ay. Feel as you move and appreciate the body's ability to move, even right here, right now, at the very beginning. And feel into as comfortable a posture as is possible right now. And gently close the eyes and let go of the outside world. Bring the attention inside and feel into the body and just keep encouraging it to let go of tension and work and feel at ease. Now we might notice the balance of the body from side to side, front to back. And enjoy breathing. And as you sit here today, periodically drop in the awareness that you're not doing anything to keep yourself alive right now. The body is just doing it all for you. It's breathing and its heart's beating. And it's feeling into balance all on its own. You're not having to orchestrate that. So let's settle back and appreciate the wonder and marvel of the body just being able to do this simple act of sitting here breathing and being all on its own. Notice how the breath is breathing you. How the ears hear these words without any effort. These are the wonders and the miracles of this body. Enjoy. last few minutes of the meditation. Can you settle back a little bit more? Soften and settle. And open the field of attention to sense all of us sitting here with you and you sitting here with us. Each of us feeling into the simple joy of being alive. Breathe with and in and through this joy. Let it run through the body as if every cell of the body could receive it. A message of ease and joy. Thank you all for your practice.